Great, and looking forward to this great meeting. I know it's the last one before Christmas, but looking at the numbers booked in and confirmed, I'm sure that's going to be a massive one.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the meeting today. It's going to be huge. We've got over 35 people attending. We've got 8 visitors. We've been promoting this meeting for the last couple of weeks, so really looking forward to today.
Good. Okay, and obviously you're doing the foresight.
I am.
But before we touch on that, can you please tell us a little bit about who Janine Mitchell is and what she does?
Yeah, sure. So my name's Janine Mitchell. My company's called Change for Success. So I'm a therapist, I'm a hypnotherapist, EFT and NLP practitioner. So that stands for Emotional Freedom Technique and Neuro-Linguistic Programming. So what do I help people with? I help people with things like depression, anxiety, confidence, public speaking, phobias. So I work with people on a one-to-one basis at my therapy room at home, and I work via some consulting rooms in the city centre as well. And I also specialise in stress management and resilience training. So I run resilience workshop and I also run stress management workshops. I'm doing some work at the minute with various police forces and also with the probation, and I'm looking at doing some resilience workshops in the new year. So to help people become a new then, I'm going to be promoting some 3-month workshops which myself and Joe Howard of the Happiness Club are going to be running in 2017. So we're going to be helping people over a 3-month period completely change their lives, where they can learn new tools, techniques and strategies that they can implement into their lives. So really looking forward to that. So 2017 is going to be a great year for Change for Success.
Brilliant. Right, so the foresight you are doing today, go on, enlighten us what you will be talking about.
My foresight today, it's the first time I've done this foresight, so it's basically my backstory, it's how I survived an abusive marriage, how I came out the other end, and then I'm going to talk through today how one word completely changed the direction of my life, and then how I changed my life and moved forward. So I'm going to be talking through that today. I'm really looking forward to the foresight. Obviously I'm a little bit nervous because we've got a lot of people in the room, including Brad, but I'm really looking forward to talking through my story and how I really changed the direction of my life a few years ago, and then how I went on to set up my business and build my business forward over the last few years. So I'm really looking forward to that.
There's a particular mention of a word that changed your thinking.
There is.
Give us an insight on that.
There is
please.
a particular mention of a word. I'll just give you a small insight. When I went to see a therapist myself a few years ago, I was at a really low point in my life and I didn't know which way to turn. So I booked in to see this therapist. A lot was going through my head back then. You know, isn't it weak people that see therapists? Isn't it people who, you know, have got a lot of mental health problems? And I thought of myself as quite a strong, independent person. I didn't think I was the type of person to go and see a therapist. But nevertheless, I booked in to see this guy. I was at a really low point in my life, and he turned around to me at the end of that first session, and he said to me, you've said one word like about 20 times in this last hour or two. And I was like, really? You know, what is it? He said, you've said the word try. I couldn't really get what he was talking about, but he then went on to explain how it was twofold effectively. First of all, he said to me, if I said to you, I'm going to meet you at 6 o'clock tomorrow night for a coffee, or if I said to you, I'll try and get there for coffee, what does that mean? So it then went on to really enlighten me to explain, well, when we say the word try to ourselves, so if I'm saying the word try, I'll try and do this, I'll try and do that, I'll try and do the other, it's effectively giving myself an excuse to do something, so I might not follow that through. So firstly, we've really got to be careful what words we use, what words we say to ourselves. Secondly, it just links, it goes back to an old subconscious program that we're running. At that time, my confidence was on the floor, so maybe I had a lack of confidence that went back a long way. So it's twofold effectively. We've really got to be careful what we say to ourselves. And secondly, we've got to understand that that's maybe linked to an old subconscious program, so we've got to raise this stuff up to conscious awareness to understand what we're saying to ourselves on a day-to-day basis. So try is a really important one. Don't say that word, people. If you want to give yourself an excuse, fine, use it, but words like this we say to ourselves are really, really important. So yeah.
Janine, I look forward to the meeting and obviously listening to your foresight. Thank you for giving us the time.
That's great. Thank
Cheers.
you, Tom.
Thank you.